Tonight, Leslie Lawrence, a retired marketing strategist, hosted an event in Springfield earlier this evening. It was held at the East Forest Park Library from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Lawrence founded and led an ad agency for 20 years in Springfield called TSM Design. At tonight's event, Lawrence read and signed copies of her new photographic memoir about her journey with breast cancer. She tells us the book is meant to educate people about what cancer patients are going through.
Lots of people read about breast cancer, they hear about it, but no one really knows what to expect until they go through it.
Lawrence's diagnosis came in 2016 when she was 66 years old. Now she's reached the cancer-free milestone. She tells Western Mass News she hopes her memoir will give hope to other women experiencing the same diagnosis.